now let's move on to Kenra Platinum. So I have 3 products that I want to talk about today with Kenra Platinum. So the first one that I'm going to talk about is the Voluminous Touch Spray Lotion. And I am going to demonstrate this and how really just amazing it is when I do the blow dry. So with the Voluminous Touch Spray Lotion, this is giving you full body styles from roots to ends. It has Murumuru butter in it, which gives you that soft sort of touchable volume. Your hair is going to be, or your client's hair is going to be 55% softer and more manageable with a high shine finish. So for this, you really want to apply to damp hair, section the hair and kind of spray. Anytime I'm putting any kind of spray in damp hair, I almost like to make like a U, so that, or a veil down. So it either goes like U or down. This just makes sure that I'm really just evenly distributing the product. With the Voluminous Touch Spray Lotion, I find that I don't need to put too much in there, just a quick spritz in each section. And I angle it down just a little bit, just so that I'm really just kind of making sure I'm getting the most coverage. So again, with this one, you do want to, after you've sprayed it in, you want to comb it through, so you're really just spreading that product everywhere it needs to be, and nice and evenly as well, so it's not concentrated in one area or another. And again, it is applied to damp hair. I love partnering this with the dry texture spray, which I'm going to talk about next. Sometimes for a lot of my clients, when they want that volume, they do like that soft, touchable hair, but sometimes they don't want quite as much shine, because this will give you truly shiny hair. So I love kind of having that partnered with the dry texture spray, because the dry texture spray is more of a matte finish. So it kind of softens the shine just a bit. So with the dry texture spray, this is going to increase texture and fullness while absorbing oils and impurities. It's flexible hold, so it's only a 6, and it does have that matte finish. I'm going to use this as well in my blow dry demo, so I can really show you in the hair how I like to apply it. But essentially, I like to apply my dry texture spray. If it's just in a blowout, I sort of apply it from underneath, so it really builds that texture and volume. And I pinch the hair up, spray, pinch up and spray. It gives it a little bit of a softer texture. Or if I do like a beach wave set, before I break up the curls with my fingers, I'll lean the client's head forward and use the dry texture spray underneath to really just kind of build that texture and messiness, and just make it look really cool, and give it that beachy texture. So I love, this is super versatile. I love using it for a lot of my different clients, or if you just want like very, very flexible hold, this is a great product to use as well. So last product I want to talk about is the Heat Block Spray. So this is a really, really versatile product. It has so many different benefits. It uses bee propolis, which is a naturally sourced resin that provides unmatched thermal protection. So this is also going to provides thermal protection up to 450 degrees. It's an ultra fine mist, and it dries directly on contact. Another really cool feature is that it has a clean release from your hot tools. So does anyone, when you're styling hair, let's say you use a thermal protectant and use your hot tools, and it has that like kind of sticky release when you stop using your flat iron, you can kind of see that product residue, which is kind of gross. So what this does is you're not going to have that problem with the Heat Block Spray. It has that nice clean release. So it's safer for the hair, it's safer for your tools. because let's face it, that is also important and expensive. And it can also be used as a finishing spray because it does have that higher hold of 22. So when I'm doing any kind of like updo styling, if I'm doing a wedding or something and I'm not in the salon and I have to bring a kit, this is something that I typically do take only because I don't have to bring two different sprays. I'll usually bring this and maybe like a high hold spray just for something different. But if I need something that does have significant hold, but it also gives me that heat protection, I love to use this. When I say heat protection, I just want to make sure that like everyone's on the same page, that it is applied to dry hair only. So I know some thermal protectants can be applied to wet hair, just like with like the Volume Mousse has thermal protection in it, which is applied to damp hair. This can only be applied to dry hair. You don't want to put this in damp hair and then blow dry it in. But I really just love this, and it has a cute little bee on it, so let's face it, it's really pretty packaging as well. But I highly recommend testing this, playing with it, because it is so versatile. So I'll pass this around as well so you guys can take a look and just really see kind of all the fun benefits that you can get from it. So does anyone have any questions about any of the Kenra Platinum products that we've talked about today? Great, so let's move on to our product demo and blow dry. So now let's apply some of the products that we've talked about so you can see how they work and also the results that you can achieve. So my lovely doll head has been prepped already with the Kenra Strengthening Shampoo and Conditioner on one side and the Kenra Platinum Restorative Shampoo and Conditioner on this side. And for our layer product, I used the Perfect Blowout on this side, and on this side I used the Kenra Platinum Voluminous Touch Spray Lotion. So I'm going to demonstrate that for you in this quadrant here. So when you're applying it, you want to separate it into sections. You want to, don't hold it too close, you want to give a little bit of distance, and then just a quick spray moving through the hair. And then you're going to just comb it through so you can evenly distribute that product. I love combing through because then you don't have to worry about having product be overly saturated in one area versus another. You can really make sure the hair is getting even coverage. All right.
little dry texture spray. Just to give her a little bounce. And I like to pick the hair up and then spray kind of from below, just to give her that little bit of bounce. And then heat box spray. This can be used as a layering or as a heat protectant as well, like a layered spray, but it can also be used as a finishing spray since it does have a hold of 22. And little trick, anytime you have any flyaways or you want to really just seal in those front pieces, I just spray a little on my hand. Get a little bit more. Really make sure it's on your fingertips. And then pinch as you go down. Dig your fingers underneath and just really smooth that out. Great. So does anyone have any questions about how to use the products or anything like that? Or anyone want to come up and feel just how and see how shiny and soft her hair is, how much hold you're getting, all of that. Really just like get your hands in and feel it.